Good evening, Tottenham fans. It's been a rough couple of days, and that's to put it lightly. Spurs got battered again by another team near the bottom of the league, and it's becoming ridiculous. I went through a few stats, and I was just trying to, because I'm quite a positive guy, and I do really want to back the players and the manager. But when you look at the stats and you look at what's going on, look at the players, look at their behavior on the pitch, look at their attitudes, just looking at everything in depth as much as I could to see if there was a silver lining, see if there was any positive to take out of it. And what I found was everything I was seeing is sackable. Everything I was seeing is sackable. Now, don't troll me straight away. I'm not trying to say let's sack Frank and everything will be rosy again, because I don't believe for 1 second if we sack Frank, get someone else in, everything will just turn around and be great again. I don't believe it for a second. But if you look into some of the stuff, and I looked into it, and I'll show you very, very soon. But do you think we now need to be very, very honest with ourselves as to who we are as a club, as to where we are as a club, and where we need to be aiming for as a club? I think we've been massively lied to over the years. I think we've been gaslit 100%. I think a lot of fans have been brainwashed into thinking we are better than we are, because I honestly believe, and I don't listen, I don't care if you want Frank in or if you want Frank out. I don't think you're deluded either way. I think we've all been brainwashed into this situation, and I don't think it's fair on the fans whatsoever. The club talk a big club, but they don't act like a big club. And all that talking does convince people that we're heading in the right direction. It honestly, the way they talk sometimes, they're that good at it. It convinces me too. And I think this is now we all need to be honest of where we are as a club. I don't think we're a top 6 club anymore. I don't think we should even be saying we are. I think we should realize now that we're a mid-table side with a mid-table manager trying to get us above mid-table. I think that's where we are at the moment. And I think with our expectations so high, like we want to be in that top 4, we want to be challenging for trophies. I don't think that's a realistic expectation anymore. I think our realistic expectation is to try and get in that top 7 if we can, to try and get in the Conference League, or if we really push, try to get in Europa League. But I do not think we should be, we're anywhere near, not that we shouldn't be, but I don't think we're anywhere near that level at the moment. None of our players are consistent either. So this ain't all just on Frank. This was all happening way before Frank came in, by the way. This was happening under previous managers. This is happening under Conte, Jose, under Ange, under everyone. Yeah, it just kept going on and on and on. We just kept underperforming all the time. You know, you could say, yeah, well, Conte got us top 4. That's great. Ange got us a trophy. Do you still want him back? No. And that's another thing. Like, I'm going to put you a comparison between the first 16 games, of this season and the first 16 games of last season under Ange. And I will put context into it just to show you what's actually going on at the minute. So I don't know whether you can see that there, but after 16 games last season, all in green is the one that's got the better side of it. So Ange is on the right, Frank is on the left. Win percentage for Thomas Frank this season, 37.5. Again, that's sackable. Then you've got Ange has got 43.8 win percentage, which is still low for Spurs. That shouldn't be 43%. So league position was 10th for Ange and 11th for Thomas Frank. And you can see it all on there. You can read it through. The goals per game were higher. The points per game is higher. The big chances created is higher, is over double. Chances created is higher. Goal difference is higher, way higher. We're on +4 this year. We was on +17 at this time last year. And if you want to put some more context into that as well, Ange didn't have Van de Ven or Romero from game 10, 11. Frank's had him fit all season and we're letting in more goals. This is what I'm saying. This is, so I'm just trying to put into, I'm not trying to say I want Ange back, because I don't want Ange back either. I don't think he was good enough either. I think we've dropped our levels so low, our expectations so low, that people want Ange back. If we had a Harry Redknapp or a Conte or a Jose in, we wouldn't be calling for Ange. This is what I'm saying. So all I wanted to do there was just show you this is the levels have dropped again from last year. Now you're saying everyone was screaming at me last year, get rid of Ange, get rid of Ange. Why is it not so much for Frank screaming to get him out? Now I don't want everyone to keep screaming for the manager to go out. I do believe that if we carry on sacking managers, that's going to set us backwards anyway, but we can't back the wrong manager either. That's another important factor we have to say to ourselves. We can't back the wrong manager. And at the moment, all I'm seeing stat wise is we are backing the wrong manager. I really tried to see positives in this guy. I really tried to get behind him when we got those couple of wins, but these are the only teams that, look, let me just have a look quickly at this point stats. These are the only teams we've beaten this season, and I've put in brackets next to it where they are currently in the leagues. So Burnley, we beat them 19th in the league currently. Man City was the only match in the league this year where I thought we were excellent, and they're second in the league. West Ham are 18th currently. Villarreal 35th in the Champions League. Doncaster 20th in League One. Leeds 17th in the Premier League. Everton are 9th. But when we played them, they were bottom 5, I think, when we played them. Copenhagen 24th in the Champions League. Brentford 14th. Slavia Prague 33rd in the Champions League. That's the only wins we've had. You don't see any top sides on there other than City, where we had one good performance. And since then, it's dropped massively. The levels have dropped massively. But let me just show you the stat. And this is the stat that is, I thought then, oh my God, this is sackable. This is really, really bad. So if I get myself out of the way again, just look at this. So the arrows represent through balls. Now, the red ones represent failed through balls, and the green ones represent successful through balls. Now, there's 3 successful through balls there. Can you guess what game this is from? I'll let you have a think. It's got to be in a game where we won. So was it the Everton game? Was it the West Ham game? No, this is all season. This is the stats for the whole season. This is what I thought, oh my God, this can't be bloody true. 3 through balls in the whole of the season. Put this into context. I think Arsenal are over 30 odd. We've got 3 successful through balls all season. That can't be right. That's sackable. You can't do that as a Tottenham manager. That's bad. And the fact we've only attempted 7, and 4 of them weren't even successful. It's not good enough. That, for me, that's really, really bad. And if you look at other statistics like this, this is from last when the Spurs brought this out. Tottenham Hotspur goalkeeper Vicario is at fault for 72% of the goals, and he still gets played every week. He needs to be replaced as well. And I'm going to stop sitting on the fence with these things. Vicario is not good enough. And this is 11 games out of 16 where we've got an XG lower than 1. That's not good enough. Are we backing the wrong manager here? This is the stats. This is relegation stats. Just read that. 17th for nearly every stat. That's relegation stats. If we carry on backing this manager, we could be in a relegation battle, I'm telling you now. We've only picked up 22 points in 16 games. That's the worst since 2008. It's not good enough. If you just look at these fixtures now we've got coming up. Have a look at these fixtures. Tell me how many points in the comments do you think we're going to get from these games? Because I did a video saying we could win all 6 if we could take advantage. I was absolutely deluded because we won a couple of games. I thought, you know what? I think we've turned a corner. We could take advantage of having 2 extra games here, 2 extra days rest. Oh, they've got players missing in the AFCON. We could take advantage there. Oh, and then we put in that performance against Forest, and all of a sudden my brain is scrambled, and I'm like, we're not turning a corner. We're getting worse. We're getting what any team we play with, anything about them, with any type of quality players, we seem to just crumble. And it's going to be very, very difficult against Liverpool. It's going to be very, very difficult. It really is. We could be Spursy again and end up beating Liverpool and then losing to whoever we play next. And I don't know. It's something's got to change. And this is not all Frank. I promise you. This is the players too. The players are down in tools. I'm telling you. They're not playing for this manager. I honestly believe he's not motivating them. I don't think they believe in his tactics. They don't believe in his philosophy. I think they are part of the problem too. Not only that, I don't think this squad is super great. All you have to do is look at that Poch side, and it was one of the best ever teams we've had, like in recent history. But can any of these players we've got now get in that first 11 and that Poch's side? And remember, the front four was Dele Alli, Ericsson, Kane and Sonny. I wouldn't replace any of them for any of the players we've got now. People will say, yeah, but Kudus can play on the right. No, because we would have to take out Dele or Ericsson. No. I wouldn't take out any of them. Midfield, Moussa Dembele, they wouldn't replace him. No chance to replacing Moussa Dembele. Modric, I know he wasn't in the Poch team, but sorry, I was going over the top there. Then you've got like Vertonghen and Toby. I think they were solid at the back. Maybe Romero and Van der Ven have a chance of getting in that side. Your Doggy and Porro definitely don't, not over Rose and Walker. And this is what I'm saying. The levels have absolutely and utterly dropped dramatically. And now we're rating, and trust me, I'm blaming myself here. We're rating poor players as really good players because I think we've been starved of quality players so much. Anybody has an inkling of skill or inkling of brilliance, we think, they're excellent. We get behind them. We get attached to players as well. And I do it. Like, again, we get attached. I get attached to players. I really want them to do well. So I try and see the positives in everything that they're doing. And sometimes I neglect the bad things that they're doing or ignore it. And that's on me too. I shouldn't be doing that, but I do. All in all, I just think sometimes you can back the wrong manager. And also, we need to be honest of where we are as a club. I think the ENIC have really dragged us almost to the bottom. And that's literally, they're dragging us all the way to the bottom. And if they carry on doing what they're doing and they don't improve us and they don't start signing top quality players, we will be in a relegation battle. I promise you, we will be in a relegation battle. Frank is doing worse than Ange last season, and Ange finished 17th. Let that sink in. So, and again, I'm not calling for managers to be sacked. If Frank got sacked tomorrow, I wouldn't care. But if he carried on, something has to change up there. They have to back him. In January, they have to sign 2, 3, 4 top quality players, and then summer do the same again. Or we're going to be struggling massively this season. We need to get rid of the players like Vicario because I'm sorry. Yes, he's a good shot stopper. Wow. He's not good at anything else. He's not good at coming for crosses. He can't read a cross either. He always seems to fall underneath the cross. He's not strong in his box. He's crap at passing the ball out. And unfortunately, that's the modern day goalkeeper now. He can't pass the ball out. He makes mistakes and blames others as well. It's too much wrong with him to accept him just because he's a good shot stopper. And I'm not throwing players under the bus anymore. I'm just trying to be honest with the level of our goalkeeper. Lloris was fucking excellent. Lloris was a World Cup winning goalkeeper, and we've gone to Vicario now and we're backing him. He's not good enough. You know, Johnson's not playing anymore because Frank's realised he's not good enough. There's a lot. Ben Davies should not be coming on for Spurs anymore. I love the guy. He's a legend and, but he's not good enough anymore. He's not. And you shouldn't be bringing him on for a Jed Spence in a game. No, especially when you're losing 2-0. Like, I know it sounds super emotional, but we just need to realise the level we are now, the level we are at, because we are a mid-table side and we shouldn't be expecting more than that. So if we finish 10th this season, that's a good season for us. especially with the squad we've got. If ENIC are 100% truthful, which they haven't been for 20 odd years, if they now start saying we want sport and success and they start bringing in top quality players, then I can see things turning around even under this manager. It doesn't matter which manager it is, as long as they get backed. But again, if Frank carries on the way he's going and the players don't want to play for him, then we're backing the wrong manager. Simple as that. But let me know in the comments what you think, because I just don't know where to go with this anymore. I just don't. I need help. So let me know in the comments where you think we are as a club. Was that stat sackable? Because I think it was. Anyway, thank you for watching, and come on, you Spurs.